morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on whatever time you'll be watching this particular episode right here on SEO TV. My good name is Silva Njiko, and I usually tell you when you see me, amazing things are lined up for you just to make sure that you get money in your pocket, learn more about medicinal plant cultivation, as well as we keep your health in check. Remember, this episode is proudly sponsored by Salushi Empowerment Organization, an organization that makes sure that you learn about medicinal plant cultivation as well as keeping your health in check. They cultivate medicinal plants, and you as a farmer, there's a lot of profit and benefits when it comes to medicinal plant farming. But on this particular episode, we dive right in and get to know how a farmer can benefit more. Today, we're talking about money. People call it chums. And I cannot talk about this particular conversation by myself. So in just a minute, I'm going to introduce my guest who will help me through this conversation. Today, I'm having a microfinance consultant from Salushi Empowerment Organization who will help me through the conversation. Remember, you can be part of this conversation by writing to us through our social media platforms as well as our SMS number, which is running below your screen, which is 0712 925 924 0712 925 924. This is Salushi Empowerment Organization TV, more lined up for you. So sit back, relax, and let us dive into the conversation today in just a minute. Karibu. With no wasting time, my guest is here and she's so ready to help me through the conversation today. We had said we are talking about microfinance, and who else could help me through the conversation than a microfinance consultant at Salushi Empowerment Organization. With not much further ado, I want to let my guest today introduce herself, tell us what she does, and say hi to you, and we begin our interview today. Karibu sana, madam. How are you doing?
I'm well.
You look good in red.
Oh, thank you.
Karibu sana to Salushi.
Asante sana.
I want you to say hi to our viewers and welcome them to the program today.
Okay. Hi viewers, my name is Evelyne Wambui. I'm a microfinance consultant at Salushi Empowerment Organization, and I'm happy to be here today with Sylvia.
I'm happy to have you. Karibu sana. Feel at home.
Thank you.
And without wasting time, we want to dive right in and help us understand what was the drive force to start a microfinance department at Salushi Empowerment Organization.
Okay. So, as Salushi Empowerment Organization, what we do a lot is we nurture health and empower communities to discover the transformative journey of medicinal plants, farming, where cell cultivates, nurtures, and bounty for sustainable livelihoods. So we came up, and as Salushi, we sat down and we thought, what should we do to help our farmers and those who are suffering and they don't have financial stability? And we came up with a microfinance where we will help them in at least we came up with loans that will help them. So at Salushi microfinance mostly we give loans to our farmers.
And what kind of loans are these we are talking about? Is it money loans, or because you do medicinal plant cultivation, is it loans in form of these plants?
Okay, what we do at Salushi microfinance, we don't give money. We give plant loans. By plant loans, the plants that we cultivate as Salushi Empowerment. That's the loans we give you.
Now let us dive into the general operations. Definitely, you told me you do loans, particularly plant loans, under Salushi Empowerment Organization. When is someone eligible for these loans?
For one to be eligible for those loans, you must be a member at Salushi Empowerment Organization. By being a member, you must register with us, and by registering, you register with only 400 shillings to be a member. Yeah.
400 shillings then, and you're good to go.
Yeah,
you can benefit from the microfinance department
yeah.
and the solution.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now, when it comes to loans, it's a very tricky department. When you're dealing with money, that's a risk that a company has decided to take for the interest of its farmers. What are those precautions that you make sure you put in place to make sure you, as a company, don't go through losses before? Yes.
One, we do appraisals. By appraisal, we go to the field, we do assess. We assess the loans, the farmers, if they are eligible to qualify for the loans.
Yeah.
Once we see you are eligible and you can pay the loans, we just give you the loans.
Yeah. And before we go further, I saw, or we were talking prior to the interview, and you told me the loans are called Nawiri loans. Yeah. And by the term Nawiri is flourish. I don't know what was the idea behind Nawiri.
So the idea came up because all of us want to flourish.
True.
Yeah, we as Salushi want to flourish, and we also want our farmers to flourish. So that's where the name came from.
It is very creative.
I know.
Very creative. The way I loved the name and the idea behind it. It was really, really lovely. Now, when we talk about loans, something that goes hand in hand is the interest rates. Yeah, can we talk about the interest rates for the loans?
Our interest rates are very low. Very low.
Tell us about it.
So our interest rates is 20% per annum. And per annum, what we mean by per annum, most of us know per annum is per year.
Yeah.
So in this case, our annum is based on the plants we plant. We have like plants that we plant for 3 months, 6 months, and 7 months. Yeah. So per annum will come there, like the 3 months that you're going to take the loan. That's where the per annum comes in. The duration of the plants that you have planted. If it's for 3 months, that's where the per annum comes in. If you planted for 6 months, the per annum will come for what do I say? Like the 6 months, that 6 months, it's the per annum in our case.
Okay, I guess let me explain. I guess if you'll correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
So during the planting period till the harvesting period. So if there's I know of a plant that Salushi Empowerment cultivates, for instance, rumets, I guess it takes around 3 months. So within that period, until the plant is ready for harvest and it's sold.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Now, so if a plant 6 months,
that's
the yearly
comes.
Yeah, I'm looking for a word because I believe there is a word for that. But when I remember, I'll let you guys know. And now, a farmer has heard about Nawiri loan. A farmer is registered. A farmer wants to come and get a loan. How does this loan process work? For instance, do you give 50%? Do you give 100%? Or it's like whatever farmer wants?
Okay, so what happens? First, should I talk about the requirements first, or
no? Okay. From where do you want to start? Begin from there.
So let me talk about the requirements.
Yes.
Our requirements are. You must first, like I said, be a member. That's the first thing. Another thing, you need to be a farmer, because our loans are majorly for plant-based. So you need a farm to farm. Another thing, the requirements that we need are, if you want us to fund you 100%, we'll need a tangible security. by tangible security, it's either a logbook, a title deed, or even shares, the foreign shares, or maybe zile za majani. If I talked or I say majani, farmers would understand hizo shares. Na kahawa pia. Tunachukua those shares. Alafu, if you don't want us to fund you 100%, maybe you don't have the logbook, maybe you don't have the title deed.
Yes, you don't have security.
Yeah, what we require from you, we need 50% of the amount that we'll give you. So I think I'll explain that in Kiswahili understand. So 50% linamaanisha utadeposit 50%, utanilipa 50%. Let's say unataka mimea ya 5,000. What you will do, you will pay 2,500 first.
Now that's 50%.
Yeah, 50%. That's where the 50% comes in. Will you pay 50%? Then the 2,500 ile ingine nitakupea kama loan ya plants.
So utapewa mimea worth the 2,500.
Yeah, ulinitisha. But nitakuongezea loan ya another 2,500 yenye itasum up to 5,000.
So this 50% is like security now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. You know what I've grasped or can understand is like mnajali hata ule mkulima mdogo mwenye hawezi afford, hana gari, hana logbook definitely, hana title deeds mahali, maybe hata ile shamba anapanda ni kurent ameneli.
And ndio maana tunasema as Salushi Empowerment, we want to empower farmers. Because si kila mtu ako na hiyo title. Si kila mtu ako na hiyo logbook ama hizo shares. But haizi kosa the 50% definitely. Because we also do business. Hatuwezi tuja tukupatie the whole nini, alafu sisi tubaki bila. Because we want you to benefit and we also want
all
us to grow.
No, that's amazing. Now, I want to ask, and I'm sure watu wengi out here even have the same question. Like, do you have a limit for loans? Kuna mtu ako na ekari 100 na anataka kupanda Rolex yake polite. I don't know if you have a limit. Ama wewe tu ni mkulima account. Whatever money anataka, you guys mnampatia mimea, so not money, plants, anaenda anapanda.
So what we do, like I said before, we do appraisals. Wezi kuja niambie you want 100,000 worth of plants. Na nikikuja shamba, obviously nione hiyo shamba yako haiwezi beba hiyo 100. What we do, we advise you. Tutakuadvise, alafu tukuambie this is what happens. Tukikupea hii mmea sahi, ndio itakubenefit. Then you'll earn money from there. Kama ni kashamba utaenda maybe rent, because the plants, the medicinal plants zina bring back a lot of profit. So unawezaenda ushike nyingine a place uplant, na tutakuja pia tuangalie kama iko worth hiyo 100,000 tutakupea loan.
You've used the word appraisal. Na kwa shosho yangu mahali pale kijijini sidhani atajua appraisal. Maybe for the context and for the interest of such people, you can explain when you talk about appraisals, what are we talking about?
So kwa shosho mwenye understand, appraisal inamaanisha nitakuja kwa ground, niangalie, nitakuja shamba, niangalie, nione kama unaweza afford hiyo mimea. Like, if you afford, nitasemaje na Kiswahili? If you afford kupata hiyo loan, that's what appraisal means. Ni kukuja kuangalia, kuassess, nione kama unaweza qualify.
Na pia unajua lazima, umesema lazima mtu akue mimea, so you come na pia unaangalia if really this farmer will take care of the plants, will cultivate them nicely, will take care of them during the process.
Because pia nikikuja appraisal sikuji juu tu loans. Tunakuja tuangalie pia shamba. Ndio tuweze kujua kama inaweza kapandika hapo because hizi mimea zina need a lot of care, a lot of it. So nitakuja maybe penye huko hata hakuna maji ya kunyesha hiyo mimea and it needs a lot of water. So nitakuwa advise nikwambie you need what? Water hapa. That like
is water available.
Is water available.
Yes.
So we help. Tunakuja sio tu kuona news peke yake. Tuko all around.
Actually, that is because you've talked about financial advisor. So mnakaa na financial advisor anakuadvise.
Exactly.
Then again you have field managers and field operation managers wanakuja kuassess the farm. Pia all the same, I want to believe pia mnakaa na agronomist because lazima muassess the soil na nini. Then after that, if the land is okay, everything is fine, then farmer pia anakuwa eligible. And I feel pia it's easy with time because this is a member already. Meaning I'm a plants prior. Now maybe you out of maybe your research, I don't know, you correct me if I'm wrong, umeona that this farmer is a farmer who has planted before na yako na potential. Now that for coming to assess the land applies to a new member mwenye hajapanda before.
Mwenye hajapanda before. So nilisema before, if haujawahi panda na sisi,
yes,
we are all open to giving loans. That's why nilisema qualification kwanza lazima kama hauna pesa completely, what we do, we will fund you 100%, but tuta need logbook, security tangible. And kama wewe ni farmer umekuwa, hata I'm sure unaona hapa, they can tell we've given them loans and they are benefited a lot.
We at least I get the privilege to even go through the process. And I remember, I guess on the second issue of Salushi weekly newspaper, we covered that and we saw a farmer who benefited from this cultivation, and he was talking about how it has really helped him, even economically, most especially during this economic times. Oh, that's amazing. Now, tumefika kwa tumeeleza, umeenda shamba, tumepanda mimea. Now, there's someone out there who wants a loan. We'll keep it right there. We'll be back because now we want to get into the process. I've seen I have the potential of getting a loan. How do I go about it when it comes to loan application? Remember, this is Cell TV, where we make sure that you get money in your pocket. Be smart when it comes to economically, and also give financial advices, talk about medicinal plant cultivation, as well as give insights to make sure your health is in check. Remember, if you have any question, we are open to that. I usually tell you, you're my boss and I respect your opinion. So if you have a question you want to pose on our guest today, Madam Evelyne, please send it through our SMS line, which is 0712 925 924. We'll be right back. We continue with the conversation. Tumefikisha pale. Now, how do I apply for a loan at Salushi Empowerment Organization? Tunaita the Nawiri loan. My name is Sylvan Jeko. We'll be right back. Stick around. Welcome back yet again. This is Salushi Empowerment Organization. Before the break, we were talking about microfinance and a Salushi Empowerment Organization, and today we are lucky that we have a beautiful lady who is a microfinance consultant and a Salushi Empowerment Organization. We had started the conversation, but the conversation is still ongoing. We want to learn on even the process of applying on the loans and Salushi Empowerment Organization. But before that, I want to remind you that we can interact with the conversation right here at Salushi Empowerment Organization TV by sending an SMS or question that you may have. The number is below your screen. It is 0712 925 924. As well, you can interact with us on all our social media platforms at SEO TV Kenya everywhere. And appear On my social media platforms niko hapo, so if you have a special request or something you wanna reach me directly, it is Sylvia_Wanjiko everywhere. And today's sponsors, lazima we shout out and pay our bills, are Salushi Empowerment Organization, an organization that makes sure that you learn about medicinal plant cultivations and walk you through the journey of cultivating these plants. There is money in this business, so don't be left out. And in that reason, we have the Salushi weekly newspaper. I'm having it with me right here. This is the second edition of Salushi weekly newspaper, where we say health and wealth. We make sure your health is in check, as well as we make sure you get money in your pocket. This issue goes for only 50 shillings. So grab yourself a copy of the first issue, the second issue, and the third issue is up tomorrow. So make sure you grab the copy. Now let us get back into the conversation. Evelyne is still with me right here in studio. And thank you so much for even giving us insights about microfinance. The conversation is so amazing. Na tulikuwa tumefika pale sasa, umetueleza all the processes that someone needs to go through. But now tumefika kwa how do I apply the loan. Now step by step, I want to sit back and also get into class as you take me through the process of applying the Nawiri loan.
Okay, the Nawiri loan, the application is very simple. So what we do, we have offices around. The Salushi Empowerment offices.
Yes.
We have so many of them around. So as a farmer, what is expected of you, unafaa uende kwa ofisi moja yenye iko karibu na wewe.
Yes.
Kama uko Kiambu, unaenda ofisi ambayo iko karibu Kiambu. Kama uko Murang'a, kuna ofisi uko na Nyeri. Pia unaenda ofisi yenye iko karibu na wewe. Kuna form ambayo unafaa ujaze. Hiyo form ni tunaziita loan forms.
Yes.
Hizo loan forms unafaa uende na kitambulisho na passport picture. Ndio tuhakikishe ni wewe. Alafu for documentation issues and compliance.
Yes.
So unaenda unajaza form. Ukijaza form kuna ile amount yenye una request. Utaiandika hapo chini. Alafu utasign. Ukipeane ID na hiyo passport picture yako, kuna mtu ambaye atakuwa akikusaidia hiyo mambo yote kwa ofisi yetu. Kuna customer care watakuwa nakusaidia kujaza. Alafu kuna mahali ambapo utasign, na mimi pia kama credit officer nitasign pia. Alafu another thing, alafu you will pay the 50%. You remember in your the 50%, you're supposed to pay it right that particular
during
time.
application.
That during application ndio tuweze ikue faster kumaliza hiyo process ya loan, ndio tuweze kukupatia. Utajaza, utalipa, and alafu after kulipa hiyo form itatumwa kwangu head office, where nitaenda nipelekee mkubwa angalie. Alafu juu tulikuwa already tumesha kuja kwa field, tumefanya assessment, nitamueleza kila kitu, alafu approve. Akisha approve, mimi utazipata tu pale penye ulikuwa ukijazia form. Another thing, kama ulikuwa tunakufund 100%, tutahitaji logbook ambayo utatuletea. Kuna charges ambazo zitakuwa kwa hiyo logbook, ndio juu ya kufanya transfer. Kuna charges. I'm sure mtu mwenye ako na logbook anajua hizo charges za transfer, because lazima tuandike hiyo logbook iwe kwa jina zetu sisi wawili for security purposes. Utajaza form ambayo zinaitwa security deposit, kuna memorandum of deposit na transfer forms. Utazijaza tu hapo kwa ofisi, ziko huko, utazisign, alafu zitatumwa kwetu. Logbook yako itakuwa very safe, because we have a safe with us that we put the securities in case ukmalize loan yako within 3 months, within 6 months, kulingana na loan ambayo ulipatiwa na kulingana na mimea ambazo umechukua, tutakurudishia logbook yako.
Yes.
Utakuja, sisi tutatoa hiyo transfer za kila kitu, tutoe jina yako kwa logbook yetu, tutoe jina yetu kwa logbook yake, and tukurudishie, na ukitaka kuendelea utaendelea na the same logbook. Yeah.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, kuna mtu ambaye haja understand transfer of memorandum nini, and I'm sure we talk to all people from walks of life, the young and the old. Maybe, I don't know, maybe mtu akitaka kuinquire, do they go to the same offices, regional office, ama you have a special line that people can reach you through?
Okay, in that case, I would suggest uende kwa ofisi. They will get full information.
One-on-one guidance, yeah.
Cause nikisema nishike simu ya kila mtu, I will, okay, I can. Naweza shika, but
it may take time.
Yeah,
alafu pia it's well, ndio mtu one-on-one, it makes it easy.
Actually, utasaidika zaidi na utaweza kuuliza hata maswali zingine zaidi. Yeah. Utembelee tu ofisi zetu.
Yes, and they have said the offices are everywhere within the country. 27 counties. Yes, so umesikia we mkulima huko hapo nje unashangaa. Evelyne amekupea solution. Tunasema suluhu. Suluhu. So don't feel left out. So you can get in touch, go visit their regional offices and get the help that you need. But if you have further questions, maybe you don't know where the regional offices are, kindly you can actually even reach us through our number. We can guide you on that. The number is 0712-925-924. And Evelyne, naona time yetu inakimbia sana, but I would not want us to close. You know, as a department, sometimes you have pros and cons. Na ni kawaida ya biashara, ni kawaida ya kazi. Kukuwa na pros and cons. The advantages in business and disadvantages. What are some of the advantages that have left you smiling as a microfinance consultant in Salushi Empowerment Organization?
One thing that I'm happy, like I said, we love empowering people, our farmers mostly. And I've seen so many farmers benefit from the loans. Actually, a lot from the magazine.
Yes.
Kuna watu wameongelelea sana. And there's a farmer mwenye ameongea. And that makes us happy because our aim ni to make sure these plants, the medicinal plants, zimeplantiwa. And tukiona zimeplantiwa hivyo, we are so happy.
Nena mnajua mtu anajisaidia
pia. As much as tunakupea loan, your loan you will get a lot from the medicines, the medicinal plants, and utajijenga. Tunaona watu wengi wamejijenga.
Yes, and
most of them.
Yeah, sorry. And something that this loan, I guess, inasaidia pia, someone will not struggle even paying it back, because at the end of the day, wanna get mimea, and within the after the annual annum period, after 3 months tuseme, already your money ya kulipa loan imerudi, umelipa loan yako, and you still have good money in your pocket ya kurudisha shamba kwa mimea na profit yako.
Actually watu unapata huyo farmer amepata hiyo pesa, anasema apewe mimea zingine with that same amount of money, and anasema since naweza pewa mimea mingi, simu niongezeka loan kingine, basi ni plant mingi kulingana na juu anaona whatever she or he is getting is good money, and pia wanaona inawasaidia pia. True. So for the challenges azikosangi, unapata we have so many people coming like to us to get the loans, which we are happy, very happy about. And yani we try as much as possible to accommodate them all. Kusikwe na mtu, so workload iko juu, iko mingi sana, but we are happy because hiyo ndo kazi yetu.
And sometimes I know unapata kuna farmers impatient, hawaelewi watu wenye wamekuja mbele yenu ni wangapi.
Wanataka, mimi nataka sahi, of which we need to go through all those processes ndio tukuje appraisal. Maybe nimeitwa Nyeri, kuna mwingine ako Trans Nzoia. So unaona nikisema ati nini itakuwa hard, but we try as much as possible to sustain them all.
So tuseme if you've maybe called naona it's taking a little bit of time,
Yeah.
be patient,
Be patient, 'cause
mnashughulikiwa.
lazima utashughulikiwa.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Sure.
And thank you so much for
You're
even
welcome.
coming and giving us insights on
you too.
Nawiri loans.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure we're gonna call you back again,
Yeah.
where we'll talk about more of these loans. And
Actually, we are coming up with so many of them for our members.
Yes.
They'll be so happy.
oh, amazing!
Yeah.
I cannot wait. So be our guest
I
every
will.
single time. Any new thing from that department, we'll be glad to have you.
I'll be here.
Yes, every single time. Before we wrap up, Evelyne, I'm sure you have a word or two to our people. And as we close, maybe I give you a minute to give your closing remarks as we close.
So my closing remarks will be, farmers, I'm asking you to come to Salushi and plant these plants, these medicinal plants. They will help you, and si lazima ukuwe na pesa yote ndio upate mimea. We can give you loans, and our loans are very affordable. So we'll be happy to have you and to serve you all. Thank you.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Evelyne, for even taking your time and coming to be with us today.
Thank you.
Karibu sana. May God bless you. May nawiri.
Amen.
And may a lot of farmers benefit from medicinal plant cultivation. That's it from us here at Salushi Empowerment Organization TV, or if you want, it's SEO TV. We've learned about microfinance through the help of a microfinance consultant, Madam Evelyne. She's given us insight and all you need to know about loan application. They call it the Nawiri loan. So don't feel left out, because tumeona kila farmer anaangaliwa, and if you have any question, they are there to answer all your questions. It has been a lovely episode, and I want to take this opportunity to thank you for always being here with me. I tell you, it could not be possible if I can come here and talk to myself, knowing that no one is behind the screens watching me and appreciating what we do. So I want to take this opportunity to thank you for even being part of this conversation. I hope it has impacted you in one way or another. Next week, we have another episode. Please be on the lookout. And from me here, I want to say thank you so much. May God bless you. May God increase you, and keep it here at SEO TV. And a shout out to my director today, Joy. And from us here, we're sending lots of love. Until next time, goodbye.